everybody and welcome to episode 3 of our CHAR home workouts. So this workout is going to be a bit of a circuit which you can do in your garden. So as you can see, I've set up some plant pots. You might have some cones or some shoes, anything that you can find where you can place about 2 feet apart from each other that we're going to weave around in the middle of our circuit. So to make a little bit of a weight, we're going to fill up a plastic bag with some tins. And you can choose how many tins that you want to use. Obviously, the more you have in there, the harder it's going to be. So we're going to do a variety of different exercises in between running or walking round the circuit, round the garden little course that we've made. So I'm just going to demonstrate the first exercise that we're going to do. So you're going to hold the handle of the bag and we're going to do a high pull. So we're going to pull the bag up, keeping our elbows high and controlling back down. So I've got nice even weight in my feet, my core is engaged, my shoulders aren't coming up near my ears, they're pressed down and my elbows come up. Okay, the next exercise we're going to do is going to be, we're going to turn our hands round and we're going to do a bicep curl. So you're going to be pulling the bag up and controlling back down. So I'll show you that from the side. So curling up and down, and up and down, okay? Now the third exercise, we're not going to need the bag, so just place that down. We're going to need a bit of garden furniture, so you might have a bench, you might have a chair. I've got just a chair that's used on our decking. And what you're going to do is put your hands on firmly, feet nice and shoulder width distance apart, and we're going to do a press up, down, and control up. The higher you go, so if you want to go slightly higher, you might even go on the back of the chair. The higher your hands are, the easier it is. So just find that level that suits you. So we've got a arm pull up here. Okay, then we've got a curl, bicep curl, and we've got a press up. And the final one that we're going to do, which is our arm exercise in between, is going to be a shoulder press up. So holding it close to you here, and we're going to press up and control back down, up and control back down. Okay, so now that you know the 4 upper body exercises, we're going to incorporate it into a circuit. So how it's going to work is you're going to do 2 laps of the little obstacle circuit that you've got in your garden. So you might want to run or walk. So we're going to go up twice, so running up, weaving in and out, or you can take that into a gentle walk, going at the pace that suits you. And we're going to go twice, so we're going to go back up, just getting our heart rate up a little bit. So this is how we start the circuit, with 2 little laps. And then we're going to go into our high pull. So we're going to do 10 exercises of the high pull, which is that one. Then we're going to go to 2 laps of the circuit again, and then into our second exercise, which is the bicep curl, then 2 laps, then into 10 exercises of the press ups, so 10 reps of the press up, and then another 2 runs or walk, and then back into our chest, shoulder press to finish, holding the bag here. So you can either stop the video now and do your own warm-up, so make sure that you're nice and mobilised and you've done some dynamic stretching, and then get going with the circuit, or I will guide you through it. So we'll do a little warm-up together. So we're just going to start with some shoulder rolls. Rolling forward, getting ready for all that upper body exercises that we're going to do. Opening up our chest. Good, and we're just going to lift the legs now, so just making sure our hips are ready. Okay, and we're going to start off with the circuit. So make sure that when you start the circuit, you're going at quite a low intensity and just build it up gradually, so that you treat it as a bit of a warm-up to start with. So, ready to do the little run or the walk? Off we go. Okay. Good, so just going at the pace that suits you. Getting that heart rate up gradually. You might take it into a little side shuffle. Okay, so we've done 2 laps and we're now going to go into our high pull. So picking up the bag. Remember, you can take out any of the tins if it feels too heavy. And we're going to go for 10 here. So that's 3, Nice steady breath. Keeping those shoulders pressed down, those arms going up. I think that's 7, 8, nice and slow. 9, 10. Good, putting the bag down safely, back into our 2 little runs. Remember, just going at that pace that suits you, so whether that's a walk or a jog. You might find that the weaving doesn't feel great on the knees, so you can just go straight up and down or spread out the cones a little bit. We're going into our second exercise, so 10 reps of the bicep curl. Try to keep that bag as still as possible. So the slower we go, the less it will swing. Keeping that upper part of our arm nice and still, locked in, so it's just the lower part of our arm moving up. Try and keep your wrists strong. I'm going to go for 5 more. I've lost count. That's it. 2, 3, 4, and final one. Oh, let's swing there. Good. Okay, into 2 little jogs again, or walks. One more. Okay, into our third exercise, which is the press-ups. So finding that level that suits you. You might even want to do these on the ground. So we're going to go for 10. 2. Keeping that tummy engaged. Try and keep your head level so your head doesn't dip forward. It stays nice and secure. So we're aiming for 10 here. Keep breathing. Good. We're going to go into the jog again. So remember, you can stop and have a drink if you need to at any point. Keeping that breathing nice and steady. And going at whatever level suits you. Good. And into our final arm exercise, we're going to go for the shoulder press. Picking up that bag. We're going to lift it up and control back down, level with our shoulders. Keep breathing. 5. Holding that your tummy muscles into. Keeping the shoulders pressed down as we lift our arms up. Good, nice and controlled. Good, and we'll go for one more for luck. And rest in there. So that is one round of the circuit with 4 arm exercises. So you can repeat that as many times as you want. I'd suggest maybe 3 rounds. Have a minute rest in between. Have a drink. And yeah, let us know how you get on. Hope you've enjoyed that garden workout today. Make sure when you are finished, you have a nice cool down and a stretch.